Welcome to Sitting with Sally. We are at the Mink Bay Wetland Trail. I have with me Eric Matheson and Phil Burke. Eric, I know, is an avid bird watcher because he takes groups out, and he's taken me out. And Phil is an avid everything, I think.
Yes, that pretty well sums it up.
It's a lovely fall day, and today we're going to take a walk with two people who pay attention to details in the natural world, and we will see what we'll see. Do you want to explain why Mink Bay is so wonderful?
I can't really tell you how nice this is because some people want to keep it a secret. Eric, for one. This trail is an alternative to the other two major trails we have. This is a very nice little trail that they have carved out, been used for many, many years apparently before it was officially made a trail. And as you can see, if you can just point your little camera up on that red dot, that's where we're going to go. And we're going to pass a little falls. We're going to see geese, and we're going to see all the other marvelous birds that are coming through on their way south.
And this is all part of Keewatin, and the Mink Bay Wetlands is the back part of Keewatin, and I'm sure many residents knew about it before it became official.
Definitely.
And what are the other two trails? You said there were three trail systems.
Oh, there's the Vernon Trail, and then there's the Tunnel Island Trail, both of which are very, very nice trails, and I think that we are enriched because we have that the opportunity to walk with nature so close to home.
It's one of the best things about Kenora, and I agree with Eric. We want to keep this a secret because Eric wants it as his little private walking space, right? So don't come out after we've gone through here.
Well, for between Phil and I, Phil's passion is for Tunnel Island and the trails there, and this is mine. And basically because there's about 5 different ecosystems along the short trail, and I can see 3 times as many birds on this trail as I can see on the Vernon Trail or the Tunnel Island within that short period of time.
Now, I do remember going on the birding with you, and seeing is kind of, we hear a lot of birds, whether we see them or not, it depends.
Yes, and this is going to even be more of a challenge today because the birds are making their songs and their calls in the spring, setting up their territories. And now they don't need to bother anymore. I mean, singing with birds isn't the pleasant song that we imagine. It's saying, this is my territory, get out, kind of thing. So it's going to be relatively quiet, but we'll see some birds flying around here, and maybe the odd surprise as they migrate from the north through.
Let's get started.
We're going to just go up this hike.
Okay.
I see they've labeled it as the hilltop, but this is one of the unique environments, the eco niches here, because we're at the top, it's dry, it's more grassy, and so you get different species of birds, you get different species of plants.
And Eric and I were just talking about how most of the fall colors around here, because it's boreal, are different shades of yellow, but the red right here is from Virginia creeper.
Which doesn't really belong here. Somebody has...
That's an import, isn't it?
It's an import, but it's a gorgeous import. At least it gives us some variety.
And is it going to crowd out everything?
You'll notice that we're surrounded by poplars and some oak, some alders, a lot of grass. Because this isn't in a boreal forest kind of shaded area, it's drier, and it's has a whole different set of ecosystem communities, you might say. And so the birds up here, different sparrows, seed eaters, and usually when I come up here, there's a hawk sitting up in one of these trees because obviously here it can scout around for mice and other things. So.
I'm surprised that we're into fall, and yet many of the trees are still quite green.
We can certainly thank our regular rains over the summer for that. We usually have the drought around our place coming in, August, I guess. But this year we missed the drought altogether.
So it gave enough moisture for them to hold on to their leaves longer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we haven't had a killing frost yet, which I think makes a difference too.
that does make a difference. Yes.
The trees here aren't that big either, when you think, or that
No,
thick.
it's very small.
Yeah.
That's what our friends from southern Ontario say when they come out. I said, "Where's big trees?" Well, really, we don't have any.
And we never did, or they've been logged.
Oh, we did before they were logged, of course. Yeah, really giants. You'd spend half a day walking around when you have lunch and walk around the rest of it. Those are the good old days.
You're thinking of BC.
Paul Bunyan.
So this really is what you're saying is second growth. And I don't see as many pine trees right out around
There's
here.
a few around the edge, a few actually spruce, white spruce, but no, right in this part you don't have pines, and it would be a long time if this isn't the sort of the climax forest. It'd be interesting to come back another 100 years from now and see how this had changed.
When they go out on a trail, the cost of admission is to take some garbage out with you. And don't leave any, of
And
course.
especially don't leave any. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, so I just found a piece of glass and we popped it in a pocket.
Thank you. Almost paid for your admission.